through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past her.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going to protect my shit that bad. They just got out on my ass, for real.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You wanted that.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 yards on the play. First down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. And an alley to run.
Like he was going for a little kid game.
19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Oh, that's 2-3. Come on.
Running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Mariota to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
No. Give back. Oh, I'm tripping. Give me ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, you met fan bases that wanted that. They're not happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Give that rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ball game.
You got tight right there. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Man, what the fuck? I gotta go to the game.
Now Ito Smith looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
I don't know how we won that shit. He said, good game, cuz.
From the 39, Ryan takes it to Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. With excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready.
Brown, intimidated. I can put intimidated goal right now, though.
You can't block me.
I go pick.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I can't see. I'm in the
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Y'all telling me both of y'all selling the circles?
From the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long. Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Yeah, well, you know, they're in line.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I ain't never rapping this. I ain't never rapping in Philly again.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yo, hold up. What up, Lou?
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
I can't believe both of y'all took your eyes off that TV like that. Standing on the surface.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Real Pacific. I'm going to step off and put on the bag.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go with a cane up and one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, D.R., y'all can win, D.R.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Back out there.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mariota uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A first down carry for Henry. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that bitch missed the corner shot. That might be the ball
From
game.
the 35 on second down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mariota on 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
18-13. Oh, y'all can take it too.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
They're going to be watching that 3 heavy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
20. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run it again with Smith. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
69, ready. Wait, you ready? 24 is the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come. 24 is the mic. Wait. 24 is the mic.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Why is this often happening with the same?
No three.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
They let that little bitch with that head down in the middle get on and get a fucking win.
Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We got a game.
Under 10. One.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Not the dust out there, pussy.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut. Check.
Running the The Jets sweep with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's the game at the top.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The game at the top. Y'all boy want to get on that court.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The game at the top, though.
Hey, 280. Check back, 54. Let's go, D. Check.
The game at the top.
Watch 54. Here we go. Mike spot 4. Come off the ball. Hey, white. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB.
Check it back.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nigga, line that shit up, nigga.
Yeah, that's just stupid right now.
That nigga say, nigga, line that shit up, nigga. That nigga line.
Check. Watch 54. We got 51. Kill. Check nickel. Get out.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Crowell. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Check 52.
Complete to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Showing it. Base. Watch twist.
On the run, it's Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining. Check.
They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll run with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I bet you dead for you.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
Let me go post out. I like the post.
And he locates Walker, complete. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check three. Where are they, team? Chopper.
Mariota gives to Henry. Leon Hall, the former Michigan man, in on the tackle.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Yeah, like man.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
10, 21 seconds left. We got 3 time out.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. He may try to
He's going for it.
He lost the football. And the Falcons
Oh, my God.
come up empty here on 4th down.
No. Oh, he fumbled. This nigga fumbled.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Crowell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike, echo. Mike, front forward. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tennessee, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Do that. I'm sitting there waiting on that shit.
If anything, he scored out too early. Maybe that's what they tried to say by letting him catch him like that.
Yo, but he ain't catching in front of me. He still caught like
Right. He caught it behind you.
Man, I'm catching that.
Spectacular diving catch.
Poor sad shit. Oh no, they cheated.